so for today's video, I have another oily skin products video. Last week I talked about the best foundations for oily skin. This week we're going to talk about the best primers for oily skin. A lot of you guys loved that video, so I figured I'm going to go ahead and continue the kind of series, if you will call it, and talk about some other products for oily skin. So today we're going to be talking about primers. Primers is something that I always thought was a little bit of a gimmick, but as I got more and more into makeup, I realized how important primers are. They help your makeup last longer, they help your makeup go on super smooth, and they're just essential, at least for me. So I'm going to talk about my favorite ones for oily skin today. I have a good mixture of drugstore and high-end. So the first one is probably my absolute holy grail primer for oily skin that always pops into my head. Like if someone asks me, oh my god, I have super oily skin, what primer do I need? This is the one primer I feel like you absolutely need. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Primer in the mattifying version. Oh my god, let me tell you, this stuff will mattify you. It's actually very mattifying and very drying that you have to be careful how much you apply, which is a good thing. Like that's what us oily skin girls want to hear. So if you just go ahead and take this and put it on your nose or on your super oily areas, I'm telling you, you will be matte all day. It actually makes your skin like it sucks in all your oils, and you feel like you have, like one time I used too much of this and I literally felt like I had Botox the whole day because I was just like my skin was so dry and tight. So you definitely can't use too much of this stuff, but a good amount of it and you will be matte all day. It's amazing. My little secret, I just take this and I put a bunch of it on the nose because my nose gets so oily. I put a bunch of it on the nose and then I just take a little bit and kind of dab it onto the skin. It's amazing. Now, my next favorite primer is the Benefit Professional. I do have two other primers that are very similar in terms of texture to it that I do really love as well, so it's kind of hard for me to just recommend one of them, but I will say if I had to choose, I really love the Benefit Professional. But this Benefit Professional is just like a really nice silicone-based primer. If you don't know what that is, it just means it's super smooth. So like when you blend it out, it's just very, like it melts into the skin. It has this super silky finish, which makes your makeup just apply super smoothly. It fills in your pores, it fills in fine lines, which, I mean, who doesn't want that? It also is really good for my oily skin because I find that it just makes my makeup last really long. I also love using this one in combination with the mattifying one, just because this helps with smoothing, this helps a lot with mattifying, so both together is just goals. But like I said, I do also love these other ones that are very similar. They're all silicone-based primers that are, again, very similar. The Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Pore Minimizing, and then the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer. But if I had to choose my favorite out of the three, I would say the Benefit Professional, just because it is a little bit thicker than the other two, which I personally prefer. But keep in mind, this one is fragranced. So if you're super sensitive to stuff that are fragranced, then you might just want to opt for either of these two. Now, the next and last two primers I want to talk about are drugstore. This primer is not even a primer, but I use it as a primer. This is the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm Sensitive Skin version. Nikki's Tutorials made this go like viral, I feel like. Every makeup girl bought it. Actually, when I first purchased this, the girl at the makeup counter was like, are you buying this because of Nikki Tutorials? I'm like, wow, seriously? So that just goes to say. But anyways, I love this stuff. Some people love it, and actually some people feel like it's way too overhyped and kind of it's just all about the hype, but personally it really works for me. I find that this works like glue for my skin. It's super sticky and tacky, which some people might not like, but honestly I love that because I feel like it's like a makeup glue. So I'm putting it on the skin and it's super sticky and my foundation is just adhering right to it and it doesn't move all day. I'm obsessed with it. It does have a cologne scent though, so if you hate that and you're super sensitive to that, you might not like it. I personally hate that, but because I just love the formula of this, I just deal with it. Also, once it's on the skin, I don't smell it at all. It's just when you're first applying it. The way I like to apply this, it's like a nice liquid. I'll show you guys. The way I like to apply this is I like to just go ahead, put it all over the skin, rub it in, put it all over, and then I like to dab it in really nice and tightly. Now what that kind of does is helps with the sticky tacky base and helps really push it into the skin, so that way when I go to put my foundation on, I'm telling you, it sticks. A lot of us oily skin girls have problems with our foundation staying on because the oils just eats it up, but the Nivea primer really helps to keep your foundation adhered to your skin all day. So the next and last is this e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer. I love this. This is super silky and smooth. Again, this is another silicone based primer. I like to use this on days when I just feel like my skin doesn't look its best. If I feel like I need a little bit of extra smoothing, this will do it. You might feel like this is a little bit too silky for your oily skin, but fear not, it isn't too silky. You do just need to let it sink in. So whenever I use primers like this that are very like silky and smooth, I like to apply them and really let them settle for at least a couple of minutes, and then I will go ahead and put my foundation and you will get a super smooth application. This one isn't the best at like keeping your foundation on all day. It's not super mattifying, but it does give you a nice soft matte smooth finish. And I like to use these types of smoothing primers in combination with my favorite mattifying primers. So either the Makeup Forever one or the Nivea mattifying one, because this one's a nice like sticky mattifying one. So I will use kind of the best of both worlds. I'll take a good smoothing primer and then I'll take a good mattifying primer and mix the two together. That may seem like a little extra, but when you have oily skin, sometimes you gotta take extra steps because your makeup will literally be eaten up by your oils in hours, so it kind of sucks. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what primers I love for my oily skin. I will link all of the primers down below. Just know that they are affiliate links, so if you choose to purchase through them, thank you in advance. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Write down below what your favorite primer is. Maybe I'm missing out on a couple. I think you guys have been recommending to me lately the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, which I tried a long time ago, but to be honest, I only tried it like once or twice, so I think I need to give it a second try maybe. I don't know, write your recommendations down below and I will test out some more primers. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll of course see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.